I like that. Yeah, put that long in for me at Nvidia. Put it in for Nvidia. Right now it's 177.14. Put a limit order for me at 177 even. I think it's going to fall back down to the pivot and the VWAP. Put a long order in for looking for a bounce there. Put my target 178 even. So you got that? Okay, good, good. Um, I like I like coin. I like coins coming back down to the daily pivot too. So put a limit order in for me right there. Maybe 311.50. Okay, on coin. Okay, and right here XOM. I like that. If we break that though, take me out. All right, guys, we got UNH rising out of the low, 341.30 right now. Looks like we bounced twice off the S1 pivot earlier today, twice right after the open, and then right around 10 o'clock, 10:30, we bounced at 341.30. That was the S1 pivot. Current price 344.63. UNH down 0.3%. You got filled? You got it? Okay, good. Yeah, put my stop like right around here, 742. All right, thank you. We got PLTR. Looks like PLTR right now is down 1.04%, bouncing off of VWAP right now. It's kind of zigzagging around. Current price 177.28. I think that's a nice little call to go up here as long as we hold it. We are above VWAP. So PLTR, current price 177.28. It is down 1.03%. We hit a low of 174.91 earlier today, just after open, around 10:15ish. About that, and we bounced right over there, right, and we didn't even hit the pivot, the S1 pivot. We were just right in the middle between the pivot point and the S1 pivot, and we bounced off of something invisible. And came up, and we've been zigzagging around VWAP. This has good potential to come back up. We were down about 1.6%, I think. We cut that down by 33%. So looks like we're making a little bit of a comeback here. I think this could come back up and hit this daily pivot point right around 179. And again, current price on PLTR 177.44. You got filled on coin? Coin? Yeah, right now. Just go in. I don't care. Just mark it. And remember, if we drop down here, just get out. Like 310.50. All right. Coin dropping down to the pivot point. That looks like a nice solid bounce area. And I'm calling this because I see rejection here or in the pre-market. Okay, in the pre-market, 6, 7, 8 a.m. We bounced off of this pivot point as resistance. We bounced off it right over here just after the open, little after the midday. And now we broke above it, and we're coming back down to retest it. I think that's a solid call. We have good volume right at that area. If we break it, we break it. It is what it is. But I think that, based on all the analytics, that looks very good. Very solid bounce area. TSM. TSM, same similar fashion over here. Look at TSM. TSM's down 1.37%. Technology, where are we at? I moved the charts around, guys, so forgive me. Technology, we got the QQQ. It's up 0.35%. TSM's in the tech. Jeez, I got to get used to this new setup here. I moved all the charts around. This is usually over here. This is over here. So TSM bouncing right now off of the VWAP. right around the 272.70 area. 272.70. TSM down 1.39%. Let's watch this as it bounces. We were at 270.62 and about the midday today. Nice volume came in right around there, right above the S1 pivot. Good amount of volume, and we bounced right back up $2. That was 270.62 at a low. Hey everybody, how you doing? DM me if you have any requests. I'll go over it right after hours. I will periodically check the chat. Okay. Hey, this is my kitty cat. Look at my kitty cat. You see my kitty cat? Come here, baby. Yeah, baby girl. Come here. Oh my gosh. This is Fluffy. She goes everywhere with me. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. Do you see why I call her Fluffy? See that? Look at that tail. It's like a skunk tail. All right, here you go. Go ahead. So every time you see a kitten, I got 2 kittens. They come everywhere with me. The kittens are crazy. All right, anyway, let's get back to it. There we go. TSM. Put me in on TSM too, bro. Yeah, TSM. TSM. Wait for a pullback at to 272.70. It might not hit it, but I think it might come back down to even 270.65. And just go up to from 270.65 to 272.90. TSM looks like we're bouncing right over here. We hit a low of 270.62. We're rejected at VWAP, and now we broke above it, and now we're coming back down to retest it. I like that area. Good amount of volume at the VWAP area where we rejected earlier about an hour ago. Now we're coming back down, retesting that VWAP right now, 272.81. It is down 1.39%, so be cautious. It is in a bearish state, but like I said, we're up $2 right now, over $2.20. Retaking back some of that gain. I like this little curve that we got going on. Usually when you see that, you might see another little dip coming, cup and handle patterns. I love those. Those are beautiful. We got something similar going on with PFE. Nice little curve. And then we got another little dip over here. It's below VWAP, though, on PFE. That's up 0.36%. Rejected at the daily pivot. How you doing? Hey, go. Never mind. Now I was looking at Nike. It looks like it's moving up here. I do like that, but I don't want to jump on it. I think it's too early. I think it might be hitting resistance right over here. See that? I mean, it might have like 30 cents, but it's just not worth it. CAT. CAT looks like we're bouncing off of VWAP as well. We're right above the daily pivot point. It's a nice solid support area from 465 up to 466 area. Nice solid support on UNH. CVX dropping. I like this. This looks like a nice little bounce opportunity. It is down 0.39%, but we're approaching VWAP. I'm sorry. We were rejected by VWAP pretty aggressively. It is dropping. CVX. We hit a low of 159.86 just after the open, right around 10:15, 10:20ish. That was yeah, about 10:30. And we bounced from 159.86 up to 160.80. So it took back $1, but we got rejected at VWAP. Now we're coming back down to the daily pivot point pretty quickly. It's nothing. I'm not confident it's going to bounce there, but we're going to have to watch and see how it acts right in that area, right around the 159.80, 70. If we make a new low and break below the daily pivot here, it might continue to trend down. XOM is up nice right now, 1.82% right over here. XOM, 1.82%. Current price 117.70. Very nice. We passed. We broke through right at the open. R1, R2, R3. Came back down, tested VWAP, bounced back up, and now we're retesting VWAP. I just don't like that negative volume coming in the last 45 minutes. And it's not a little bit, it is a lot. So I got to see a nice green bar here if I'm going to call along on that. Otherwise, if we stay below VWAP on XOM, might pull back a little bit, give back a little bit to the market. Maybe fall back down over here, right over here, this area, 117. It's about 50 cents down if we fail VWAP right here. MSTR up 2.02%. We are at the daily pivot point. Hey, put a limit order on MSTR for me. 306.50. Long. 306.50. Okay. Right now, 306.63. Looks like we're coming back down. And again, up 1.94%. You got it? Okay, good. Put it at 308 for the T. 306.89, bouncing nicely. Might come back here and make a new high. 306.75 now. That's MSTR. We are above the daily pivot point. Some nice volume coming in here. Look at that volume coming in about 15, 20 minutes ago. Really pushing it above the daily pivot point. MSTR, again, 2.14% now, rising 307. Scale out 50% at 307.10. We got GOOGL. GOOGL right over here. GOOGL, that's Google. It is up 0.63%. Nice wick here. Tagged the below the VWAP. Tagged the daily pivot point. Bounced right back up. Nice hammer almost. Almost a hammer. A little bit bigger of a body. We're holding above VWAP. That is nice and bullish. A good amount of volume came in on that last candle. You got RSI rising, continuing to rise. Got some bullish momentum here on Google. It is up 0.65% now, 247.42. Okay, you got it? Okay. Hold that. Hold that until 308 even. Okay. Amazon, AMZN, 0.9%. Thank you, Body. Thank you, Sisu Body. Thank you. Appreciate you. I do. Appreciate the likes, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Make sure you like and subscribe. DM me with any questions, anything. You got a request for a chart, something like that long term, DM me. Give me the symbol. I'll check it out after hours and I'll DM you back, okay? I'll send you that link. DM me, okay? I appreciate it. Send me that DM. I'll take care of you. I got another station over here where my trader is, right over here. And this is where I teach on this side. Look at Ford. I mean, Ford ripped up 3.43%. I mean, that's where it's at right now. Current price 1202. If it tags pivot, knock out 50% also. All right. Yeah. If it drops below pivot, knock out 50% of what we got left. And then if it comes back up, add. Okay. Just let me know. Okay. Coin. Look at that. That was a nice little bounce right there. That was a nice little bounce off a pivot. There we go. Okay. Coin up 1.9%. Nice little zigzag there. That was a nice. We rolled it all the way up from right here. That was a good one. We got out a little too early, but hey, you know what? I'll take that. 306 up to 310. I'll take $4. It's now it hit 314.24. But who are we? We don't get tops and bottoms all the time, right? CVX, here we go. CVX dropping here, 159.96, close to the low of the day at 159.86. We got to watch this very closely. Might take out the low and continue trending down at 0.47% on CVX. Had a good couple days because of the energy came out on Wednesday. USO was up, RB, gasoline, future contracts, CL. Everything was trending upwards. Now it looks like it's giving back a little bit today. Slight pullback. CAT is below VWAP, might fall back down to the 465 even number. Current price 463, up 0.41%. Watch for CAT to fall back down to 465, possibly chop between the VWAP and the daily pivot at 465 to 465.70 area. Set a limit order at 465 even, with a target at 465.40. Take out 50% at 465.25. Okay? No, I said CAT, C-A-T. Okay. We got Citigroup. Citigroup is rising right now, bounced off of VWAP, and it is moving up very nicely right now. It is up 1.66%. This looks like it's going to continue on. Earlier today at the open, I was a little skeptical because we ripped up all the way to 104.40 area, and then we completely rejected harshly. Pull up the symbol C, you'll see what I'm talking about. It ripped right up after the open around 10 o'clock. It just slammed all the way back down where we started, and then we came all the way back up, and now here we are reapproaching that high area, 103.81 right now, getting close to that daily high. Be cautious because right around 104, around 104.15, I believe, 104.10, we have the R2 pivot. Okay, so any move, you have to mark that line because you might get rejection there. Fall back down to the pivot all the way down to 103.60. So be cautious on taking any longs on C. Have that in mind. IBM. IBM's, man, look at that flag pattern on look at that. It's a pennant. Beautiful. Look, pull up the 5-minute chart on IBM. We totally missed that. It just ripped up on a single candle at 9:30, just wham, and then we got that wedge. Okay, we got a nice wedge pennant flag right along the VWAP and just ripped up to the R1 pivot. We got rejection at the R1 pivot. I think we might come back down to retest that 287 to 286.70 to 287 even. If we fail here at the R1 pivot, current price 287.69. You added on MSTR. Yeah. 307. There you go. Just go in right there. Again, add to that. Then take out 50% at 307.20. And get out if it drops right below this, the 304, 305. Oh, you got that right? Yeah. Okay, good. Boom, boom. Give me the thumbs up. You got it? Okay. You didn't get out all of it, did you? Just 50. Okay. Okay. QQQ looks like we're curling over a little bit right here. 595.10. It is up 0.27%. Bounced really nicely along the daily pivot. Check this chart out right here. Daily pivot. Used it right after the open for support and the VWAP. We overtook VWAP on a nice solid boost rip up with some good solid volume. Looks like we're curling back down. Maybe we're going to retest the 594.50 area possibly, all the way down to the 393.80. Be a possible good little rebounce area to continue the trend back up. We have to look at the volume there. AMD looks like it's being rejected. It is down 1.65%. Check this. We got the VWAP and the daily pivot point. You know, everybody, you all know that's my favorite combination. Whenever you see price rising into a pivot, and we got the VWAP there, and we have any pivot. It could be R1, S1. It could be the pivot point. If we have the VWAP sync with a pivot, and price rises or falls into it, that's my beautiful key. I get in all the time on those. Those are just beautiful key entry points for me. I love those. I love those. SPY. I think that's a good call. Manny, I would take that myself. I think that's a good call you got there. Let's watch HON right here. Look for support at the 207.80, 207.70, up to 208. That's the pivot point. We got rejected at 208.80. 209 area at the high. It is up 0.16%. We were up close to about 0.6, 0.7% on HON. Current price 208.03. Ripped back down all the way to 207.60. Got back all the way to 208.60. So we took back $1, and now we're down 60 cents. We're trending right along that VWAP area. Got to watch the 207.70 area for support on HON. It's got to hold that. If we retest that, I'm skeptical that we're going to maintain support there. I'm skeptical. How we doing on this? Okay. All right. I think place a limit on XOM for me. 117.80. 117.80 XOM short down to 117.50. 117.40. XOM. Guys, XOM looks like it's being rejected at VWAP. We just made a new low here past this current trend that we're currently in now. If we hold support, if we come back up here on XOM, current price 117.61. Just put 117.70, and then again at 117.80. We might not get filled, but it's whatever. XOM looks like it might be rejecting at VWAP here. We are up 1.75% on XOM. It was a possible bounce. This could be a chop area, so we got to be careful. Sometimes when price comes down, see this right over here? Price came all the way up and then chopped, and now we're back down here. It could come back up here to hit that R3 pivot and bounce around. Take me out at 118 if we come back up that high. And might give back some to the market. XOM. Let's see. PSQ. Anybody trade PSQ? It's a small stock. It's $31. But I get so many DMs about it. I just put it on my chart. PSQ down 0.1%. It's rising right now into VWAP and the pivot point. We're at 31.33. Rejection zone around 31.41. So if it continues to rise, look for rejection at 31.41. On PSQ, again, it's down 0.13%. APLT, sure, give me a second here. Guys, give me a second. I'm gonna check a chart out. Jesus. APLT. All right, David, give me just a second. I'll check that out for you. And David, are you looking for short term or APLT? APLT. Holy, what? This is insane. Wow. I'm not touching this. Oh my God. This is bananas. Wow. I don't know, man. What is this? Oh my goodness. It's up. That's today. 75% today. Let me just make sure. APLT up 76% today. I'm a little skeptical. I think that might fall back down to the 88 area. Right now, 97 cents. I would say look for a pullback to around the 87, 88. Ah, okay. Okay, so we're on the same page. Can you short something like this? Because it's so, my goodness, it's got a tremendous amount of volume too. Yeah, there's a lot of volume coming here at this level. That's looks like it might have hit a ceiling here. Good call. Good call, David. I like that. Whew. We got HON. Looks like it's bouncing. Took that bounce off of the daily pivot. 207, 208 right now. 208, 208.01. It is up 0.14%. Still not a huge amount of volume. Not enough confirmation to really call that. If we take that out, if we take this out right here, this swing high, reduced by 30%. Okay, and then if we fall back down, add it back. Just the teeter totter. Looks like we're gonna continue up. Nvidia guys, Nvidia. Nice little bounce right here. Nvidia 177.41. Still in that long call. 177.41. It is down 0.15%. Nvidia. Looks like we took back VWAP and we took back the daily pivot point. We hit a low of 174.93, bounced all the way back up where it looks like we're taking out the most recent swing high, 177.48. It's rising. Volume's coming in right now. $177.60. Take off 30. Let's watch Microsoft right here, guys. Let's watch Microsoft. Microsoft bounced very nicely off the pivot. Looks like we're rising back up into the R1 pivot and the VWAP right around 510.50, 510.20. Current price 508.92, 508.94. It is up 0.36%, 0.38%. Microsoft looks like it's rising back up into VWAP and the R1 pivot. So let's watch that continue its uptrend. We were all the way up at almost at 514, rejected by the R1 pivot, dropped all the way back down to the daily pivot, even below it. And this is why I don't really like to start trading and calling until about 10 o'clock, because the market's just bananas. It's bananas. So Microsoft rising back up here. It's already up 15%, 15 cents here. Thank you for the follows. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you. Again, guys, you have any requests? Good boy. Thank you, bro. Thank you, good boy. Oh, man. UNH bouncing very nicely here. UNH bouncing nicely. 345.18. 345.18. UNH. UNH hit a low of 341.30 earlier today. Bounced nicely right off of that S1 pivot. Returned all the way back up. We're hitting new highs here. I mean, on the return back up, we had a high at the open of 349.30-ish. Fell all the way down. I'm sorry, 349.30-ish. Dropped $8. And now we're making a return. We took half back, almost flush even for the day on UNH. Looks like it's rising very nicely. Right up, bounced right off of VWAP. We got CAT zigzagging. Beautiful little chop area on CAT. 465.29 chop area. Price right now is stuck in between VWAP and the daily pivot. It's just chopping back and forth. That's good scalp area. Good scalp zone. CVX failed. CVX failed. Pivot heading down, making new lows right now. CVX failed. Pivot dropping right now. New lows right this moment. CVX down 0.62%. Meta bouncing very nicely. Look at this. Not a lot of volume though. Not a lot of volume here, but look at that. Nice bounce off of VWAP. It is down 0.59%. Current price 744.62. Nice solid bounce here. Could head on back up to 746. Meta, META, PLTR looks like it's also bouncing nicely here. It does look like an ascending wedge. So be careful on PLTR. That's bearish. This is bearish. An ascending wedge. That should fall based on the pattern. But it looks bullish to me if you ask me. But might rise up to 179 and then get rejected there and head down. PLTR. But it is a bearish pattern. And we love patterns here. I'm a big pattern guy. USO heading lower. 77.30 right now, rejected at the R1 pivot. We hit a high around 78.40 area. Trended right up, and now we're just dropping down 0.39% up. USO. Looks like we got a little cup and handle here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cup and handle. If we break this tip right here, pattern says it's heading down. Target would be 76.60 from 77.30. Cup and handle pattern here on USO. Inverted, inverted, upside down, bearish. And we got decent volume coming in here to back the move down. There's a lot of rejection going on here. AVGO, Google, XOM, Ford, CVX continuing to make new lows. CAT looks like it might possibly bounce here. 465.22 back up to the, it's just in the chop zone. 465.22. CAT, CAT, right at pivot right now. Some volume coming in. Looks like a good bounce here, possibly. Maybe back up to 466, 465.70 from 465.22. I moved the charts around on different screens, so I'm a little lost today. I just did it last night. T-Mobile. Guys, check T-Mobile. TMUS heading lower right now, 237.51. 237.51 down 0.18%. Was positive at the open. Hit 240.26 and just was rejected harshly and has just been trending down right now, making new lows right now on the U.S. market. Has a pre-market low of 237.24. U.S. market, new low right here, 237.50. TMUS. Let's watch Netflix right now, dropping down into VWAP. NFLX. Looked like we had a little double top formed. Little gap, drop down into VWAP. 1208.12. NFLX 1208.12. It filled? You added? Okay. Be careful though, because we're dropping down now. We're dropping below, and volume's starting to come in. So if we fail this, it's probably gonna reverse here back down to VWAP. Okay. So yeah, exit that. Get out. I don't like that. Good? Out? Okay, good. McDonald's rising 0.88%, 304.95, rising into the R1 pivot. Possible slight little rejection here at around 305.20. Current price 305.93, rejected at the R1 pivot. Let's watch Pepsi heading lower right now. Pepsi. Man, look at Pepsi today. It's just zigzagging all over. We had a double top looking pattern. Then we had a head and shoulder looking pattern. All today already. And it's only 2 o'clock. Oh my God. The day's just flying by. I know. I see that. Guys, MSTR hammer candle right at the pivot point. 305.87. 305.89. New candle. Still dropping below the pivot point. Might head down here to the VWAP. Let's watch GLD. GLD dropping right now into VWAP. Look for a slight little bounce here. 347.46 price right now. It is up 0.79%. Put a limit order on that. GLD. Put a limit order on GLD. 347.35. And then if we take this out, exit. See this right here? Take that out. Get out. Look for a possible bounce on GLD. It is up 0.8%. Current price 347.56. We're approaching the VWAP right now. It's a little lower than us where we're at right now, probably 347.30, 347.40. Possible bounce here at the VWAP. Rejected multiple times here. Look at this. At the R2 pivot. Bam, bam, bam. 3 times rejected. If we come back to that, look for a possible breakout above this. It's a nice little possible opportunity here on GLD. That's gold, guys. Just keeping an eye on this cup and handle pattern, inverted cup and handle pattern on USO. Still hovering around that line, that neckline area. 77.27. It's up 0.36%. Got the bulls in our corner. So it is against the pattern, but still could drop. Volume is there. Negative volume is there. USO, inverted cup and handle pattern. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have another little area right over here. If you go back and check the videos out, you'll see I got a nice side screen, multiple screens up over here. I like to do some charting with everybody on that. It's a nice little setup area. Let's look at CRM right now, rejected very harshly, right around 244.24. Looks like it's heading back down. Possible rejection here. It is up 1.06%. Might give back to the market a little bit here. VWAP rising. Current VWAP area is about 242.60. 242.50 area. Looks like it's dropping. 243.53 current price. Again, CRM up 1.07%. If we take out this previous swing low, look to head back down to VWAP. 242.50, 242.60. That's about $1 below where we're at right now. CVX continuing to make new lows. Yeah, exit that completely. CVX, get out. That's a nice short. I'm good with that. Yeah, the whole thing. Everything. No, just market it. Yeah. 59.61. Good job. Good job. CVX making new lows. Be cautious here, though. CVX down 0.7%. Really sharp pull down here. Really sharp pull down from 160.80 all the way down to 159.60. So we just dropped $1 over the last hour and might have a slight pullback here, back up to VWAP around the 160.20 area. So might rise about 60 cents. Retest the pivot point at that area, 160 area. Retest that as a ceiling for rejection. Look at CAT. CAT is chopping, like I told you. Look at that beautiful chop, back and forth, back and forth. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 now. 4 chops between VWAP and the daily pivot, the pivot point. Look at that, 465.79 now, 465.79 on CAT, C-A-T. Looks like it's retaking VWAP right now. If this candle closes above, we got brand new 5-minute candle here forming. So if this hangs on, it might continue the rise on the day. It's up 0.46%. This might be the breakout. We got Citigroup bounced very nicely. That was a very nice bounce off of VWAP. Current price 103.68. I'm still skeptical. It is up 1.54%. Be cautious on that. Let's watch SPY. It looks like it's rising here. This is also a little area of rejection. We were rejected right over here on the last swing high. This looks like a possible. We're retesting that. Look for a rise here. 661.50. 661.50 rising up higher to maybe possibly to 662.25. This is the area of rejection. We're retesting it. Up 661.60 now. We have a high today of 661.75. That's SPY. That's on SPY. It's a nice little area to watch here. If we break above this look to go higher to that R1 pivot. Be cautious at the R1 pivot at around 662.20. Slight rejection possibly there. NVIDIA rising right now, 177.60. Bitcoin rising, 110, 146 right now rising nicely, making new highs right now. Bitcoin, BTC rising, new highs today, 110, 158. Nice moves here. New high. This bar right here, new highs. Crypto right across. Bitcoin, XRP, Dogecoin, Pepe, all moving higher right now. Look for Walmart rejection at 103.10. WMT, look for rejection at the VWAP. I mean, we got, put this on your charts, everybody. I mean, seriously, put the VWAP on and put the daily pivot points on. Put the pivot points on, okay? When you see, I teach this all the time. When you see the VWAP come in sync with a pivot point, that's a solid area of rejection or support. Price falls down into it and they're like this, look for it to bounce. That's what I do. I've made a living off of this the last 10 years. I love it. This is beautiful. It's not going to do it every time. You know, it bounces 1, 2 times. Don't expect it to happen on the third or fourth time. It gets weaker every time. Look for volume. Guys, look at HD. Woo-wee. HD moving up higher right here. Gapped up big on this candle. Gapped up big. HD 411.26 new high. Took out the high right here. HD. It is up 0.94% and rising. Current price 411.26. We are above the R1 pivot. Used it as support and VWAP earlier today around 11:30. We used VWAP as support. Bounced above the R1 pivot. And then we used the R1 pivot. We came back down, retested the R1 pivot, and now we're just taking off. So 411.26 on HD. Kava. I'm very bearish on Kava. Oh, just long term. I'm just bearish. Very, very bearish on Kava. I think this thing's might even get cut in half. Kava. That's my personal opinion. I think it might go from 60. If it does rise, I don't care. I think this thing's going to drop 50%. Nice drop on Kava. It is down 0.71%. Might rise into the daily pivot of 62.50, 62.55. Current price 62.15. I'd be surprised if it makes that high. Matter of fact, set a limit order there. 62.50. Shorted at 62.50, and set a target just above VWAP. All right, take out 50% at 62. This price right here, 62.15 at 50. Take out 50%. CAVA. Okay, good. Guys, look at TMUS still making new lows. 237.12, 237.07, down 0.37%. Be cautious on any long-term plays on TMUS. Be very cautious on long-term plays on TMUS. They might have the big class action lawsuit coming out, guys. Huge. Might get cut in half too. 237 might be $100 stock soon. I wouldn't say that much. Maybe like 160, 150, 175. But that's still a huge drop. That Team Money service they had, that bank account they have, they locked out hundreds of thousands of people from accessing their bank accounts. And every time we see something like that on any company, There's always a class action lawsuit. And they just did this about a month and a half ago. And everybody got locked out of their accounts. Hundreds of thousands of people. Don't tell me there's not going to be a class action lawsuit. Okay, people were affected by this. TMUS is going to get clobbered, I think. TMUS looks like they're heading down again, 237.13. The low is 237.12. We just made a new low. Just made a new low, guys. Still heading down. Pepsi. NQ. All right, let's see. Well, I'll check out QQQ. It's the same thing. Looks like it's heading higher here. 595.46. Might be heading higher here. Might be heading up to the R1 pivot. It is up 0.34%. I think it's going to rise up to maybe 597, 598. Regardless, if it drops to 594, look for a bounce off of VWAP there. I don't think it's going to drop down there, but if it does, that's a nice solid support area. Tesla ripping up right here. New highs. Tesla 3.55%. This thing is bananas. I don't recommend anybody trading Tesla or trying to day trade Tesla. Don't day trade Tesla. I stopped doing that. I got wrecked. I got wrecked about 4 weeks ago. Just the thing made no sense. That Elon Musk all of a sudden buys $1 billion in stock, and 5 days before that, the stock is ripping up higher. People knew. It doesn't make it 8%, 7%, 8%, 5%, 12%, and then he buys $1 billion in stock. All those people knew. They got that order beforehand, and they just started piling in. That's such an easy investigation right there. So many people can get smashed on that, but they don't care. They don't care. KO right now. KO ripped down 0.48%. Had a high of 66.33. Hitting the S1 pivot right now. We are at pivot now. At the S1 pivot now. No volume really. We gotta wait for volume. Wait for volume. Make sure it stays above pivot. If it does, with volume, I'd say look for it to bounce slightly here. Current price. Something's wrong here. Give me a second. I knew it. Okay. Okay. Pepsi. Being rejected by the VWAP here. Coca-Cola. It is below officially. Whew, I'm sweating. Maron. KO 65, 61 right now, making lows at a new low right now. The former low 65, 67, 65, 60 now, moving down lower. That is very, very bearish. My God, look at the volume on this. There's so much volume. It's like 5 times the open on KO. At least 5 times the open. How about 4? 4x the volume on this bar. On the previous bar. Now we're on a new 5-minute bar. My gosh, that's a gigantic amount of volume on KO. And the open is usually has the most amount of volume. This thing just had 4 times the volume on the last bar of the open on KO. KO is down 0.55%. Amen. Amen, drives. Drives and vibes. Rock and roll. GRP 619. Are you still here? I'll check that out if you are. GRP 619. You still here? Gotcha. All right. Let me check that out. VRTX. Let's check out VRTX for you, my friend. VRTX. Pharmaceuticals. Okay. Let's see. This is VRTX for you. Right over here. Looks like it's bouncing right now on VWAP. Looks like it's bouncing right now. 384.97 right now. This thing doesn't have a whole lot of volume. I don't usually trade things like this, though, because there's not a lot of volume. But things that have little volume like this, you can tell when a move's coming, because when it goes high, okay, if it's trading 10,000 volume, 15,000 volume, 20,000 volume, and then it goes up, and then you see 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. That's a clear-cut sign it's going back down. And then when something's dropping like this, conversely, and it's dropping, and then you see 2 million, 5 million, 2 million again, it's going to come back. It most likely is coming back up. Now don't be getting in. I wouldn't recommend anybody get in at that point to go up, because usually with these low volume stocks, that's these big market movers making moves. Usually sometimes it's just one guy because it's so small. Looks like it's holding above. Not a lot of huge volume coming in here, but look at this. Volume right here. Look. Boop. See that? Boop. And what did it do? Came down. This was closed at end of day. Look at this right here. Lots of volume, ripped down. Lots of volume, started trending back up. So right now, I don't see a lot of volume. So I would wait for volume. It looks like it's holding somewhat. 340, 384.72. But if it fails that, look for it to come down to 382 area for a retest of the pivot. It already bounced once right there. It looks like it kind of held it right here, but we had nice volume coming in to back it up and push it up. So watch the volume on this, and that'll give you a clear-cut sign of what's going to happen with this. Yes, that is a penny stock. I mean, even though it's $360. I bet you, watch this, guys. I bet you there's going to be hold on a second here. Probably a big drop, right? Yeah, look at that. That's how it always is. It's always like that on these things. See this? Oh, look, it went up pretty high. Holy cow, what the heck? What is this thing? It's down huge. What is this? How is there no volume on this? And it's been rising like this. It doesn't even make sense. It's definitely trending down here. Look at this. From right here, boop, right there. It's in this little this area right here. It's not perfect, but you get the point. Whatever, you get it. It's trending in here. If it breaks above this, this thing's gonna continue going like this. Whoop, most likely. But if it breaks below this, that's really troublesome. Okay? All right. Oh, good job, man. Good job. All right. What was the fill? 307.15. You know what? Cut it in half. If it drops down to 307.50, add that half back. And go for a target of 310. Why not? Why not? But it drops down to the entry, squash it. Good job, man. Good job. Let's look for PLTR. Still rising here, guys. Bounced off of this. Okay, that was a nice 177. It's up $1 already and rising. Target is right here at the daily pivot at 179, 178.80. PLTR still rising. Still $1 left. Look at MSFT being rejected here. See, we got the daily pivot. I'm sorry, the R1 pivot, and we got VWAP, and there's a solid ceiling. Even if you take scalps there, it's beautiful when they're together. They're together right there. Look, rejected. Came back up. It did take above it, but it's coming back down. You do that. Go back and back test that, and I guarantee you get phenomenal results. What's going on, D? All right. I'm coming down with something, guys, so forgive me. I'm coming down with a little something here. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. I had my daughter. She stayed home a few days. We got coins still moving up higher here. $313.11. We got a high today on coin, $314.24. It's up 2.09%. We got out way too early. we took $2 there. But again, it is what it is. If we come back down and retest this, I'd be cautious that it might pull back down. So I wouldn't call a long there at the pivot. Apple looks like it has some negative volume coming in. AAPL. It is negative on the day, 0.17%. We were positive just a little while ago. We were positive on the day. Now we just turned negative. Look for a possible pullback down to the VWAP, the 255.80 area. Current price 256.39. Add a long on Apple. Right at that. Make it dynamic so it just stays with the VWAP. Actually, just below VWAP, just in case it wicks below it. Apple 256.40. Current price. Let's check out. Let's get back over to AMD. AMD retaking. We rejected at the VWAP and the pivot point, came back down to 158, and now we just retook both. That's very bullish. 159.30 current price. It is down 1.22%. We hit a low of 157.05 and then just completely reversed at that point. Just above the S1 pivot. 157.05 completely reversed. And now we took back about half of our loss on the day on half of the AMD performance of it was about 2% negative. Now it's 1.22%. So AMD taking back some of that loss there on the day. Meta showing some rejection here. Current price 743.12. Look for a rejection here at the VWAP. 743.60, 743.50 rejection, strong rejection. CVX. Whoa, look at that CVX move. Guys, pull up CVX. What in the world? This thing is going bananas right now. Look at this bar. Oh my gosh. It's moving now. It's moving. CVX. Pull up CVX. It just dropped from 160.25 all the way down to 159.80. Ripped right back up within 2 seconds. Look for this thing possibly to rise back up to the 160.55 area. Current price 160.31. Look for rejection at that 160.55 area. It is down 0.23%. Looks like it might be trying to make a comeback, turn green on the day. CVX, I'm putting in the chat. Check out my doggy. You guys know my doggy. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Oh. All right. Whoops. Oh, come on over here. Oh, okay. Good doggy. Good doggy. Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead. Except my dog. My dog goes everywhere with me. Everywhere. Everywhere. Six Flags. You name it. We go. Guys, look at PSQ. PSQ moving lower right now. 31.26. 31.26 right now. Heading down to a new low. 31.26. The low on the day is 31.23. PSQ moving low. This is an area of support, so be careful. But this is the third attempt at this level. Should fail. Should fail. If it fails, we're going down to $31.10 maybe. Keep in mind, it's a small stock, so we're talking small moves on this thing. I know you might be thinking 15 cents, but the thing only moves about that much. Thank you for the follow, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Does everybody trade every day? How many day traders do we got here? How many swing traders and day traders? Guys, I do go back and check the entire chat thread out every single day. I look at every single comment. So don't think your comments are going unnoticed. I read every single comment at the end of the day. I sit down and go through every single comment. The good ones, the negative ones, I love it. It's great. And I'll send DMs if I see stuff that I missed. I'm very appreciative to everybody. Swing trader. Okay. I do both. I do both. I have a couple accounts. I do swing. I do CMG. Run to. Let me see. Oh, Chipotle. Yeah, I love Chipotle. Who eats Chipotle? I love Chipotle. I get that chicken wrap, double chicken, extra lettuce. Oh man, I might be having that for dinner later. Yeah, I think that's a good call. I mean, it won't make that today. Won't make $41 today, but it is rising very nicely, up 1.61%. Current price $39.97. Look for some rejection here around the $40, 40, 10. Longer term, it's got a lot of resistance above it right now. It's got a lot of battles to overcome, especially around 40.50 to 40. Yeah, if it's able to break 40.50, then it's a very good opportunity to return back up to 41. But I mean, it's been heading down consistently. So this hopefully it doesn't continue to trend down, but it does have some huge amount of volume came in right around that 30, 39, 35. There's a big buyer came in around there. So that is definitely in your favor. Sure. Sure. So everything on my screens right now, guys, I got RSI, okay, standard RSI, standard MACD. I got standard VWAP, and I got the standard pivot points on every single chart. Okay, I have about 50 charts here. What I like to do is look at volume at key levels, like right around here. Say, for example, price was coming up and into VWAP, and we seen a lot of volume coming in, and it was starting to be rejected. That's a clear sign of rejection. I think we would agree on that. That's trading 101. If we are above VWAP and we see price coming down into VWAP, and we see a lot of volume coming in, and we see a nice bar coming off of it, green bar coming off of it, that tells me the likelihood it's going up. You don't have to be right all the time. That doesn't mean anything. I'm wrong a lot. A lot of people are wrong when they trade. Doesn't mean anything. Just stay consistent, and good things come in the end. I love pivot points because price sticks to it like glue. Price goes to it all the time. It's very predictable. If you guys follow me, especially for the new people that follow me, you'll see I am religious with VWAP and with the daily pivots for all the pivots, especially when we see VWAP in sync with any pivot. It doesn't matter if it's R1, R2, R3, S1, S2, S3, the PP. If the VWAP is in sync with it and price is falling down into it, that's my golden zone. That's my golden zone. I love that. I'll take that every single time. Every single time. If it falls down into it and it's their sync, that's a beautiful bounce right there. If it's rising into it and I look to short it, bounce up. That's a rock solid cement wall ceiling above it. It rises up into it, and it's so hard to break through that because you have so much on top of it. If there's nothing there, price most likely just zigzags around and just does whatever it wants. But when you got both of them together, that's a beautiful tool to use for a prediction. So I have a lot of stocks up here. I got some crypto over here. I got gold, U.S. oil over here. I got some indices right here, the Qs and the SPY, and they got a lot of my favorite stocks up. I do add stocks here and move them around for you guys. So whenever I get requests, if I get requests on a lot of the same stock, I'll add them to the charts for you guys. I got my guy over here. Okay, he does my trading for me. You'll hear me call out trades to him, and he does my trading for me. I'm over here doing the announcing for you folks and for him, and this helps me. The more every single chart you see here helps me quickly move from chart to chart to chart. If I just have one single chart up and I got to put in the code every single time, put in the code, look at it, put in the code, analyze it, that slows me down. This is fast paced. We got to move, move, move. This helps me. I see all these charts at once. I could just quickly rip around and see something really super fast, and I'm able to find it, call it right on the spot immediately. This is beautiful. This is fantastic. This is my type of trading. Okay? Does that make sense? I love to trade futures. I love to trade crypto ETFs. I don't trade crypto because of the fees and the spread giveaway. I don't like that because if I'm day trading crypto, you can't do that. I mean, you just can't. You're giving away 0.5%, 0.6% to buy it and sell it. 1.2% you got to make back. I don't like that. I'm looking to make 0.1%, 0.2% on a day trade, and now I got to go for a big swing. So ETFs just take that away on crypto. You know, you could go BITU or something along those lines. Give me a second, guys. All right, we got Meta being rejected right now. See this? Look at that volume. See the volume? I was just explaining to you. Lots of volume. Broke below VWAP. That's my sinks. That's one of my signals. 742.95 down to 742.75. You're talking 20-cent move, quick little scalp in and out. You know, this thing's gonna zig. This might zigzag, but you want to look for things like that. Microsoft is above VWAP and the R1 pivot. Set 510.57 right now. Looks like it's pulling down back into the R1 pivot. Might retest that area. 510.65 up 0.71%. Bulls are on its side. SPY taking a strong leg here. It looks like there's a lot of rejection going on. I don't know if something just came out, but look at that volume. Huge volume on this current candle here. More than the last 2 hours on this current bar right here. About to end on this 5-minute. Excuse me. 662.14 right now. I'm sorry. That's the new high it made. 661.76. Looks like there's strong rejection at 662.14. But that, look what that was. That was the R1 pivot. Huge volume. Okay. See? Key level. Huge volume at pivot. Rejection. Quick little scalp there. You're in. PG. PG dropping right now, 151.91 below VWAP. Bears retook VWAP. It's dropping. PG down 0.16% was positive. Okay, throughout half the day. Negative, positive. Now we're back below VWAP and turned red again on PG. Looks like it's falling. Volume coming in here. Bears retook PG. We have NIO chopping in between the S1 pivot and the VWAP. So NIO is a $7 stock. Come here. So NIO is a small stock. We're talking $7.10. So it doesn't move that much, 3, 4, 5 cents. But those sometimes, scalpers, we like that stuff. Come here. Up. Good job, baby girl. She wants a TREAT. I can't say the word because she'll go bananas. HON, Honeywell. Honeywell's being rejected at VWAP. Let's look at HON. HON is up 0.2%. Current price 208.13. Hey, if this breaks above VWAP, go long with a target of 208.50. Okay. HON. Put a limit order. I don't care. 208. Just above that, whatever that is, right above VWAP, and put a target at 208.50. HON might possibly break above VWAP here. If it does, I think it's going to go a little higher, maybe 208.50. If it fails here, look to retest this pivot. And if it retests that pivot, I'm skeptical it's going to hold it again because look, 1, 2, 3 right here. 3 bounces. This thing's getting weaker with each bounce. Even right over here at the open, came down, hit it on pre-market and on the open on the U.S. market. Bounced. If this falls back down, I'm skeptical it's going to hold it on HON. If we break VWAP here, I think we're going to go back up, hit 208.50. Current price 208.15. 208.22 now. Looks like it's coming back in. Some filing starting to come in. Made $1 billion. Toss me some. Oh my gosh. You're hilarious. I love it. I wish. You're in? Beautiful, bro. All right. JPM. JPM's just really struggling over here at the R2 pivot. So if it breaks above this, it looks like it's reapproaching it once again. If it breaks above that, look for a continuation above it. We already got rejected twice today at that area. JPM. It is already up 1.28%. So the bulls are back in the move up. 317.40 right now. If it breaks this R2 pivot, looks like a possible long to go higher, make a new high. JPM. If we fail here, look to go down to 316. Netflix took that bounce off of VWAP. That was a beautiful bounce there. Took that bounce off VWAP. came up. We're at that rejection area. If Netflix is able to overcome this previous swing high, we got rejected 3 times today, not including the open. The open opened up when the open came. It hit 1214. Okay, hit 1214, and we were since rejected once at that point, twice, 3 times, and just now. I don't think we're going to be rejected here. I think it's going to be a continuation on Netflix. If we come back up and take that out, go in not big, not the standard default, cut it in half, and then take it up to 1214.50, and then take 50% at 1213. Look at Netflix NFLX. If it takes out this previous high, swing high, looks like it could possibly swing higher. If we fail here, look for a return back to VWAP. Current price 1211.60. It is up 0.28%. PFE really trying to fight this area here. PFE struggling to break back this. I don't see a huge amount of volume, but the bar is telling a different story. 2372, 2373 on PFE. Needs to take out this previous swing high where it showed rejection, right at about 2374, 2375. We're currently at 2373. Needs to take out 2374, 2375 if it's going to make a move back up to the 2386 area, which is the daily pivot. We got a high of 2388 on PFE, made a return from the low of 2361. So we're back up a little bit here, struggling to get past that 2374, 2375 area, but it is positive on the day. 0.55%. We were up over 1%, but we gave half of it back. Most of it happening in the pre-market. So U.S. market overall, it's down on the day on the U.S. market. That's important stuff to know. Sometimes it's misleading when you look at something and it shows it's up 1%, but the U.S. market's just clobbered it all day, so it's very misleading. UNH bouncing off of VWAP again. This is the third bounce. UNH. It is down 0.1%. It's trying to make a comeback here. It really is. I see volume. It's just playing tag here. 345.15 down 0.12%. UNH. NEO still chopping. NEO still chopping in between VWAP and the S1 pivot. We got Nike. I love Nike. Everybody knows I love Nike. NKE. I love Nike for a long-term play. I think this thing's going to double up. So I'm in pretty heavy on Nike long-term swing trade. I've been a fan of this thing since like $80, $90. I love this thing. Too much bad news, though. That's part of the problem with Nike. A lot of that negativity, all this tariff stuff, and political mumbo jumbo. But if you take that stuff out, I think this thing's going to go up to the 150 area. Honestly, I think it's a 2x money. Just like I was a fan of Disney. I told you guys, watch Disney. It was like $70, $75 or something like that. Went up to, what, 130, 140, then came back down. I got out at 115 like a dummy, went up there, came back down to 100, got in again around 95 or something, and then just chopping back and forth. But I love it. I love it. PG rejected, still coming down here. PG down 0.15%, still negative on the day. Trying to make that comeback, was rejected at VWAP, 151.91, guys. Verified. I like that. That's a cool. EA? Sure. I'll check out EA for you. Greg, you still here? Greg, if you're still here, comment. I'll pull it up for you. I got to take a drink. Give me just a moment here. Greg, are you looking for a long-term play, or are you looking for something just for today? What the heck is this? What just happened here? Look at this. What is this? This thing's up gigantic. What's going on with EA, guys? What happened here? Anybody know? Look at this. Well, we got another meme stock happening here. Is this like another AMC GME type thing? Look at this. Is this Electronic Arts? What is this? I haven't traded this. Not a lot of volume here at all. There's very little volume. What was this? It's a 250,000 volume. 2 million volume. I'd be skeptical on that. I don't like that. I'm not buying this. Nope. This might be a ceiling here. Look at that. Look at that. Look right here. That might be a ceiling. This could be a fake out. I don't like it. When you see something that has 2,000 volume, 3,000, 5,000, then 250,000, and then 2 million, and then it stops on the dot, that means people are reversing this thing. This could come back down. I'm skeptical on this. Look at this. There's nothing here. 3,000, 2,000, 5,000, 1,400, and then yeah, something's wrong here. Something's up with this thing. I wouldn't touch this thing. If you know something on this, Greg, that you know, just let me know, and I'll take that into consideration. But I think this is something's funny about this thing. Hey, come here. Come here. Yes, my girl. I put her bed over here. She likes to just watch me. She gets separation anxiety. When she was a puppy and I would leave to go to the office, I'm not kidding with you. I'm not kidding. She ate through my wall and was going outside through the wall. She ate the sheetrock and was eating the wood, and the siding was there, stopping her. That was it. She ate everything. The styrofoam, everything was just ripped out of my wall. And ripped up my carpet. Another day, ate through the sheetrock to go to another wall. And I had a camera in there, and I would watch her. And as soon as I would leave, she starts pacing back and forth, growling. She's upset, crying. And luckily, though, she got over it about almost, it was 2024, the beginning of 2024. So she's getting better now. But since then, I got 2 cats. I got 3 cats now. So she has friends. I was like, I got to get her a friend. And that helped her get over the separation anxiety. Right, baby? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. She was a baby, and I had another German Shepherd male. And he passed away with her there when she was a baby. So I think that messed her up. So when I came back and I found him, he was old, and he passed away, and she was there, and she was just petrified. And ever since then, she was just something clicked there. Come here, baby. Come on, up. There's my girl. There you go. Good job. Good job. Here you go. All right. So that's my baby girl Athena. She does love me very much. Yes. And I'm a huge pet person. I love pets. RR. Let me check out RR for you, my friend. Oh, you were here yesterday, right? Or because I saw this yesterday. We did this one yesterday too. Yeah. Solid support right around this area, right around that 390 area. Solid support around that $4 area. Looks like we took a couple bounces here. Bang, bang. and we're having some tough time breaking it back above this. Excuse me, above that, around that 434, 440 area. Longer term play. Okay. What's going on with it? Why are people talking about it? Oh, you got in at 495. Have you added any? Looks like, I mean, I don't know this thing, but it looks to me like it might be having an episode like this, you know, and before another run back up. You see? But this is more steeper than this. But we're at about, I mean, we came back down here and retested this area, which is right across here. I mean, I would call support here. I just don't like this big amount of volume that came in right here, which pushed it down. Look at that volume that came in around 571. Huge volume, and just shoved it down. And it's just been going down and down and down. One thing I do like is that the negative volume is slowing down, and we're at an area of support. That you can see right here, right all around here, even right over here. We took big bounces up. So this area is a really good spot for support, in my opinion. And if we're able to hold this area, then I mean this could be another area where we can trend back up, something similar to this. So I'll add this one to my watch list because this has been something that's been repeated now. Oh, okay. Come here, you. I love you. I didn't know that. That's beautiful. I had no idea. Okay. Thank you. I gotta look into that. I love that. I might add this to the chart, to my charts on the screens then. One of my other followers, he put me onto OPAD, OPAD, and we've been scalping that thing like bananas between $4 and $4.50, $4 and $5. That's OPAD. We've been in and out, in and out, in and out. I have. He's more long term. Look at ADBE just ripping up here, making new highs. ADBE 359.57, new high here. This bar just took out the high of 358.97. We just ripped up $1. Still making highs, guys. ADBE up 1.51%. We hit a low today of 352.77. We're up $7 on this thing. We're up $7 on this thing. I'm skeptical though because we have an ascending wedge occurring here. We have an ascending wedge on ADBE. That's a bearish pattern. We are up 1.49%. This could be the final rip up before a retrace. I wouldn't call a long here. Could keep going. Whoa, look at Bitcoin really just dropping here. Bitcoin total reversal. Hit the pivot. I hope you got pull up BTC and look and make sure you have the pivot on. I want to show you guys. Look at that. It hit the pivot on the dot. On the dot. And so when I was explaining to you guys why I love pivots, why I love VWAP, is because these things are so accurate. They help me make really good, solid predictions. You're such a good guy. Come over here. There you go. Nice little pillow. Yeah, hit the pivot and completely reversed. 110, 400, and just completely slammed all the way back down. Current price 109,614. We got USO. Got a double top here, a double handle. A double top and double handle on the 5-minute. Rejection at the R1 pivot. USO. Bang, bang, rejection. Are we still short on that? You are? Okay, good. Add some right now. Just go and mark it. 70. I don't care. Yeah, go and mark it. If it pulls back up to that pivot, just exit completely. Just exit the whole thing. Because I think if it pulls back up to that pivot, I think we're going to go back up. I think we're going to break above that and go back up. So, good job. Okay, thanks. Good job. USO rejected twice at the R2 pivot, R1 pivot. I'm sorry, R1 pivot. We are back down to this area of support. 1, 2. This is the third attempt here. I'm skeptical. I think we're going to go down here. If we come back up, I think we're going to break that R1 pivot and retest the daily VWAP. I mean, the VWAP right around 77.65, 77.70. 77.19 on USO. Looks pretty bearish to me. It is up 0.26%, but we'll see how this plays out. We got GLD hitting VWAP right now, 347.36. GLD hitting VWAP. Let's look for some volume coming in here for some confirmation for a bounce. It has been chopping up over here all day long. This is why I was skeptical for anything here. Look at this. Look at this. See? And this is, again, when I was explaining this to you all, I said the beautiful chop zone between a pivot and the VWAP when they're close together. This is a little further apart than I like, but this is a good example to show you. Bang, 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 bang. If this thing takes this out, look to come lower. It is positive 0.73%, but if we break below that, I think we're going to come back down here. Maybe to 346.60, 346.70. Current price 347.28. It's dropping. I don't see a lot of volume though. So that's the only thing holding back a good solid confirmation. We got MSFT going up here, moving higher. MSFT 511.65 is up 0.9%. It was up over 1.2% today at the open. Completely fell back down, was negative on the day, and been trending back up. It was 507, trended all the way back up. We're up $4, almost $5 on MSFT. So it made a nice solid comeback, almost $5 on Microsoft. Seems like it's going higher, but be careful. Look at the pre-market right here. We had a rejection point exactly where we're at right now. It took this solid open candle because we have all that volume coming at open. Ripped back up and was rejected at the R2 pivot. Fell down to pivot point, and we've been bobbing around, and we overtook it. So this is an area to watch, literally right here, 511.65, 511.70. XRP rejection. XRP crypto rejection here at the daily pivot. Bitcoin continuing to go lower. Dogecoin, Pepe continuing to go lower. I'm waiting for Pepe to hit that 700, 600. It hits 700. I'm going to start averaging down all the way down. That's a beautiful price to start getting back in. I was up over 100% when I bought Pepe at 600, and I kept it all the way. It's like 1,1300. That was beautiful. JPM, strong solid rejection at that R2 pivot. Look at that. Nice volume coming in. Came in. Heading down right now. 316.86. JPM. It is positive 1.09%. 316.80. That's going down. Look at that. It's heading down. Big volume there on that last bar. Excuse me, on that last bar. 316.74 now. Still heading lower. 316.15 maybe. A good 60-cent move back down to VWAP. Possible there. ADBE rising. Beautiful, nice bounce off of that R1 pivot. Still heading up on good solid volume. Backing it the whole way here. Just pushing it higher and higher. Made a new high here. Looks like we're going to keep going 359.80. Previous bar just a couple seconds ago closed 359.98. We're rising now back up 359.90. That's ADBE. 360 now, new high. New high on ADBE. Moving up higher. We are just shy. Look for a 361 possible ceiling here on ADBE. Momentum is with ADBE here. I do. Yes, I do. That's when I'm talking to him, you'll hear me. I tell him, hey, I put the microphone up and I tell him what to do. I'm not talking to myself, I promise. Yeah, you'll hear me tell him limit order, market, exit. He'll feel so when if I got to take a break or something, sometimes he comes up and fills in, but he's camera shy, right? You don't like the camera. Apple might be bouncing here at VWAP. Look at Apple, 255.75. It's down 0.43% today. Pre-market low, 253.59. Came all the way back, hit a U.S. market high, 257.60. So it rose up $4. We had a little slight pullback there. And now we're reapproaching VWAP. Look for a bounce here. We want to look for volume as well. I don't like the big red volume bar with the big green volume candle. That tells me to be skeptical here. We have the bears already backing it. So it's bear heavy. So we want to watch this area right here. Literally where it's at right now, about 255.50 up to 255.70. We want to see some volume and some green here, some confirmation, possible bounce to return back up to the 258.50 area. Current price 255.67 right now. Yep, Meta rejected at VWAP again. Look at that, bang, 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 heading back down to the S1 pivot. Current price 741.44. Bitcoin making new lows again. Look at Bitcoin continuing to move lower. McDonald's hit a new high, 305.78. Last candle fell down to the R1 pivot. Looks like we're retesting that area. It's a strong area at the 305 area. 305, strong area for MCD. It was the ceiling for McDonald's, 305. We got rejected twice earlier today, not that long ago, a couple hours ago, around noon. And we finally broke above it. Coming back down, we're retesting that same area. We were rejected twice. Look for support now. What happens is resistance, when after we break above it, we return to it, it usually turns into support. So MCD, look for support at 305. Tesla just holding after making those new highs, just kind of holding itself. Tesla's bananas. I think ultimately Tesla's going to go up to $1,000 based on all this hype, especially with him buying $1 billion of stock between 370 and 391. So I don't think it's going to stop here. And if price does return there, I think it's a good long play to purchase at those levels. Usually they don't return back down there. We got Pepsi being rejected very nicely, high volume on off of VWAP, 140.18. Uh-oh, hang on. TikTok is telling me, uh-oh. TikTok is making me do a little test here. Okay, we're good. Oh, boy. Okay, Athena's joining the action. Athena, what do you want to do? What do you think? What is it? Pepsi? You think Pepsi's going down? Yeah? Pepsi's going down? Athena thinks Pepsi's going down, guys. I took her collar off, and every time I do that, she loves that. If you keep a dog's collar on, it just like pushes the hair down, and then it like irritates their skin. So I like to take it on, put it on, take it off. All right, come on, up. Good girl. Good job. Good job. You're such a good girl, baby. Lie down. Lie down. I got you. I got you. Such a good girl. Give me paw. Give me paw. Good girl. Good girl. Awesome. I love her. Okay. Let me get your pillow over here. All right. Who we got here? Who we got here? Holy moly. Look at all these DMs. Thank you, guys. I'll get to every one of these DMs, okay? After market. Give me a little bit. I'll get to every single one of those. I got 84 DMs here, but I'll get to every one, I promise. All right, guys. XOM bouncing nicely off of the R1 pivot. It's up 1.44%. That's why I was skeptical when we came out over here and we broke this. I didn't like that, especially with all that volume. Now look at that. Huge volume coming in after we broke VWAP. Going down. It went down. When you look for that volume bar after it breaks VWAP and that pivot point, that's a clear-cut sign that it's going to most likely head back down. And that's XOM. XOM. We got TSM. TSM rising up here, 272.19, rising back up to VWAP. It is down 1.61%. End of day reversals. We all know right after 245-ish, market starts to kind of turn a little bit in the opposite direction a lot of times, especially when you have. Wow, look at NEO. It's just down 4.75%. It's been ripping up higher. NIO. It was up 5% the other day or 4%, back to back 3%, and now down 4.75%. Current price 712. Still chopping in between VWAP and the S1 pivot. If we break above that, look for a slight rise up to 715, 716, 720. It's 4.82% down. QQQ. QQQ rising here 595.90. QQQ 595.90. Looks like it's going up 0.4% on the day, positive. It's been kind of stuck around this area though, the Qs. See this? Even in the pre-market, it's just been stuck in this area. If we take that out, it has a high probability of going to 598. And then look at the SPY. The SPY is just flat. Just going sideways here. Hey, baby. GLD bouncing here. I'm skeptical though. Be cautious. Be cautious here. Higher volume coming in on the negative side. I'm not sure if this is going to be a bounce. This might be a failure. Break back down on GLD. It is up 0.79%. GLD 347.45. It's in a very pivotal area right now. It's going to choose to go up or down right here at this level. 347.44 now. We want to see A nice green bar with some green volume if it's going to choose to continue its trend back up. Again, up 0.78% on GLD. We're currently at VWAP right about now. So VWAP 347.42. Current price 347.45. It's still above VWAP on GLD. So as long as it stays above it, it's going to stay positive. But I'm skeptical on it returning back up. Looks like we have a nice solid resistance line wedging into VWAP. You see this wedge here? That is bullish. So if this breaks above this wedge where it's at right now, it's in the consolidation phase, then you could see that 348 occur. But this thing, based on how it moves, I'm skeptical it's going to reach that within the next 40 minutes. USO moving lower. Still not breaking this neckline here. We got that cup and handle with a double handle, possible double top here, rejected twice off the R2 pivot. Current price 77.24. Cat of Wall Street. Nolly, you're funny, man. I love that. We need that in this room. This is the Cat of Wall Street right here. Come here. Come here, you. This is the Cat of Wall Street. Everyone say hi to the Cat of Wall Street. The Cat of Wall Street, Fluffy. Hey, baby. Yeah. Okay. We're going to call the market with a cat. Look at PFE. PFE's being rejected here. Look for a possible return back down to 23.70. Current price 23.77. Strong rejection occurring here. Not a lot of volume though, actually. I don't know. Now I'm going to pull that back. PFE, I don't know. I don't think it's going to return back down to VWAP. Here you go, baby. Yeah, you're going to lay with the doggy? Oh. Wait. I got PFE twice. IBM, strong rejection. At resistance at 288.50 area, 288.85. We hit a high there, rejected strongly. I think IBM's going to move back down to the 286.50, get a dollar down, IBM. What do we have open right now? What else? Let me see. Yeah, close Microsoft. It looks like it's moving higher, but NVIDIA. It's moving sideways here. Not a lot of action on NVIDIA. We got to take out this high here. It's not the high of the U.S. session, but got to take out this little high around 170, 178. If we take that out, we could probably see 179. So watch that level. Mark that level on your charts. We have solid support here. We have the VWAP with the pivot point. They're synced. So if this comes back down, that's a nice solid bounce area. Matter of fact, set a limit order for that. It's NVIDIA. Yep. put 167.95. 167.95. I'm sorry. You're right. Okay. 176.95. I don't know if it's going to fall down today, but if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think it has a very good possibility of just continuing right here on Nvidia. Amazon. This is the strong resistance area. Looks like it broke above it though. 220.45 right now. Broke above the. We've been hitting this resistance point all day long at 220.45. Finally broke above it. 220.50 now. Good volume too. If it's able to stay above that area, it could continue on. It is up 1.07%. So the bulls are in the corner back in this thing. Amazon, AMZN, just broke above the resistance area. If it fails here, look to fall back down to the 220 area, the 219.70, 219.80. It's struggling. Amazon. Microsoft, still struggling right here. Look at this little area right over here. And if you wonder why, look a little further to the left and you'll see the pre-market strong rejection area. So if we break above that, we're moving back up. So watch Microsoft set a price line at 511.95, 511.90. Break above that. It's a good area for a continuation. GLD looks like it's being rejected here. It's moving lower. GLD 347.24. It's up 0.72%, but we failed VWAP. Failed VWAP. Bears retook VWAP. Strong rejection. We got high volume coming in here. GLD likely to continue falling, even though it is up. It is up 0.73%. QQQ. We're at that pivotal area again. QQQ 596.22. It's trying to break past this price zone. It's been chopping up here all day. It's the last couple hours, even on the open, failed to break it. Pre-market surpassed it, but hasn't looked back since. High 596.57 pre-market. We opened up today, came up to this price level right here, 596.20 area. Failed, fell down to 591.06, bounced very nicely, retook both pivot point and VWAP, and just haven't looked back since. If we're able to break this, look to come up to the 598 area from 596. And again, guys, forgive my voice, coming down with a little thing here. PG rising into VWAP, 152 even, 152 even. It is down 0.09%. It's trying to come back. It was positive at the open, turned negative right around 11 o'clock, then turned positive again right around 1:45, went negative again, and it's fighting right now. If we're rejected at the 152.12, 152.15 area, look for a continuation back down. If we're it's trying to retake VWAP right now. Current price 152.01, down 0.09% on PG. J&J rejected at 179.75, which is the R2 pivot. That's J&J rejected at the 179.75 area. That's right on the dot, the R2 pivot. Possible pullback to the 178.90, 179 area, 50-cent move back down. If we're able to break above that 179.75, it's going to continue on. But I don't know, with this candle here, with this volume that just came in, I think it's going to drop back down, give a little bit back. Look at CAT. CAT's still dropping here. CAT still dropping. 463.48 right now. Still dropping. Trying to take another leg down. This is a kitten right here. Check this kitten out. Oh my goodness. Look at this little baby kitten. This is a baby kitten. My daughter named it Muffin. Look at the face on this thing. It's just so cute. Look at it. Look at it. It's like, can you believe this is real? Look at it. It's kissing my finger. How, it's amazing. How amazing is it? It's so beautiful. So beautiful. CRM strong rejection coming in here at the 244.53, rejected at the R2 pivot. Current price 244.10. Not a lot of negative volume. We need that for confirmation. If we get confirmation, look to head back down to the 243, get $1 on that short. That's CRM. CRM is up 1.33%. Looking to give back a little of what it took. IBM officially tagging VWAP right now. IBM officially hitting VWAP now. We were up around 2% just a little while ago. Now down, now up 1.73%. So we gave back a quarter to the market, retesting VWAP. Watch this area, exactly where it's at right now, the 286.15, 286.30 area. This is a solid area. If we break this, I'm skeptical for it to return back up, probably fall back down to the 285.50. We only got 28 minutes though. We got volume coming in here. It's dropping. Now to 286.18. IBM. It's down 40 cents already in the last few seconds. IBM. Watch IBM moving lower. Let me see again. Let me see the position. Let me see what we got. Okay, short Amazon. Short Amazon right here. No, never mind. Never mind. Forget it. Oh, keep USO. Keep USO short. We're positive on that, right? 77.40. Beautiful. Okay. That's fine. GLD. I like that. Close GLD. Just market it. No, put 347.10. Oh, whatever. I don't care. Short Apple. Short Apple right now. Put 255.45. 255.45. Short it. I don't think it's gonna fill it. I think it's gonna keep dropping. We got Apple moving lower here. AAPL down 0.6%. 255.29, 255.25. Oh, we missed it. We missed that. 255.20, 255.20 now. Drop really nicely right there. Broke past VWAP, high volume on the VWAP breach. Looks like it's continuing its downside move. Apple AAPL. We got TSM 271.75. Stalemate. negative 177% today. 271.77. We got the RSI dropping. MACD is about flat on the 5. The QQQ still struggling to break past that 596.40 area, 596.45. Back down to 595.78. Rejected multiple times at that area throughout the day. Amazon dropping. We missed that one too. Amazon dropping 220.12, 220.11, 220.10. Likely to head back down to the 219.75 area. It's 220.10 right now. Some good volume coming in here. It's at that support line. So if it breaks past this, look to fall back down to VWAP to the 219.60 area, 219.70 area. Amazon, it is up 0.89%. AMD right at the pivot point right now. Looks like it's failing. Bears just retook back the VWAP and the pivot point. Current price 185.86, 185.84 is down 1.5%. AMD looking for a continuation, adding to the loss to the downside today. AMD moving lower. We got RSI dropping. We got the MACD turning negative. Microsoft turning up here, 511.78. Microsoft MSFT up 0.95%, 0.93%. We're battling this price zone right here. 1, 2, 3. 3 tests right now. Looks like we're going to break above it. Microsoft 511.77 now. Gold moving lower. Gold's dropping here. Look at gold. Gold dropping. 346. That's GLD. 346.90. 346.87. It is up positive on the day overall, 0.61%. We had a high of around 348, and now we're down. 346.80s dropping. Likely to head down all the way back down to the 346.50. Might get 30-40 cents out of this. Possibly. USO still fighting that area. 77.20 area. Just holding it really firm. The bounces are getting smaller and smaller. Likely to breach this area and continue to drop here. USO. I'm holding that short on USO. 77.19 now. USO. Trying to go to 77, 76.90. Unlikely to hit that before at EOD. It's 3:39 right now. 3:39 p.m. No duh. We have C, which is Citigroup. C, symbol C, up 1.4%. We hit the R2 pivot and just completely reversed. And we are retesting VWAP right now. I think we have a high probability of breaching VWAP right here, falling below it. 103.60. I think we're going to drop down. Up 103.48. That's symbol C. 103.47. Seems like it's falling here. High volume. Wow, look at that volume. This is the highest volume since open. Coming in here. Bears retaking VWAP. Let's see how they act on this brand new candle. Symbol C turning negative here. Not on the day, but on this trend here. 103.46. See how it acts. Symbol C. IBM under VWAP now. IBM officially retaking VWAP for the Bears, 286.15. IBM up 1.68%, was up around 2%. It was hitting 288.50, just shy. Sorry, 288.85. It hit a high of 288.85. And we are now at 286.22, down a couple dollars here. Seems like it's giving back some. It's up 1.7%. IBM. We got coin testing pivot point. Look for a possible bounce here. We only tested it once today. We had rejection once, broke above it, tested it once. Let's look for volume. I don't see any right now. What I see is negative, if anything. But look for a possible bounce here on coin. We took a long earlier today, went up to 310, exited right below the pivot point, continued on to 314.24. I was waiting for this here, but it doesn't look too promising. So no call on coin. I'm a little disappointed. We got XOM rising here off of the R2 pivot. Looks like it's rising into VWAP. Look for a rejection at VWAP on XOM. It's up 1.57%. Look for a rejection around 117.60, 117.70. Current price 117.42. If it rises back up the VWAP, look for a rejection in that area. That's XOM. AVGO showing nice support here. It is down 0.36%. That's AVGO. This is the chart right over here. AVGO, MACD turning positive, RSI rising slightly, some volume coming in. AVGO above both VWAP and pivot point. Current price 334.80, 334.90 now. Looks like it's taking back some of the downside move on the day. AVGO. PG moving higher here. PG 152.30. PG, it is now positive again. This thing went positive and negative 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. And it looks like it's being rejected at that same level, 152.40. We got rejected already twice there. That's PG up 0.08%, 152.27. I'm skeptical. I think this is gonna pull back up here. One PG possible continuation up 152.20 up to 152.40. We got to break that 152.39. Nah, it's not that high. 152.30. You know what? Yeah, take it. Put 152.28. 152.28 limit order. Go long up to 152. Just put it in real quick. Just put it in. I'll tell you the target. 152.28. And put a target to 152.50. Oh, almost there. PG likely to bounce here. Got positive volume. Nice rip up. It is 152.28. Bing. All right, good job. It is at the resistance area, but we've tested this now 1, 2, 3, 4 times and failed. I see the volume. I see the momentum. I feel like it's going to break through here. 152.31 now. 152.32. PG. Whoops. PG moving higher. Yes, this is live. It is real. Is your name Cherry? Just the symbol Cherry? We got UNH retesting VWAP again. I'm skeptical it's going to hold above it on this test here. So 344.80 likely to breach VWAP at the 344.60 area. Head down to 344 most likely. It is already down 0.24%. We got 14 minutes left in the U.S. markets. I feel like it's going to breach below here. We got negative volume coming in, volume picking up. Look for a slight continuation to the downside. There it is. It's up, down 20%, 20 cents already. UNH still above VWAP. Still above VWAP though. It's got to break VWAP. Volume is exactly what we need here on UNH, guys. UNH, watch UNH. 344.53 now. NIO finally breaking below VWAP. That S1 pivot held its own. VWAP failing 708 now. 708 on NIO. It is down 5.29%, giving back a huge gain this past week that it's been rallying. NIO rallied all week. Well, good portion of the week. A couple days there. Ford unable to breach that R3 pivot and the VWAP, just holding it super strong. 1202 now, 1201. That's just dead in the water. Ford, symbol F. Look at the CRM. CRM continuing to move down here, 243.70. CRM, it is up nicely today. Up 1.14%. CRM, current price 243.73. 243.79. CRM, way above VWAP, way above pivot. Still shy, just shy. We hit a high of 244.53 on CRM. Current price again, 243.82. So we are about 70 cents below the high. We have a nice solid pullback from them since then, 5, 10, 15, about 20 minutes ago. We hit the high of the day. Nice pullback. We were probably about 20 cents, 50 cents below, 40 cents below the R1 pivot. So if it's able to pull back up a little bit more, look for a target area at that R1 pivot at 245 area or 244.90. Especially if we take out that high, 244 at the end of the day, some volume might come in very shortly. Oh, it's Friday too. My gosh. There's a lot of stuff's about to happen. It's about to go bananas. Market's about to go bananas. People exiting their positions at end of day and end of week. You're going to see a lot of zigzagging go on. This is a dangerous time of the week to trade. 10 minutes before close on a Friday, some very unpredictable things occur. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thanos. Oh, man. Let me get the time stone. Thanos. Thank you for the follows, Zara. And Thanos. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yes. High five. High five. Bam. You probably don't see my dog, but I got a dog right over here. See, she knows I'm talking about her. You might see her head. Let's see. Is this her head right here? Yeah, this is her head right here. See this little tan spot? That's my little kitty cat walking over there. Oh, that's my big boy. That's my big boy. He's so fat, I call him Garfield. I'm Italian, so I feed my pets really good, okay? Don't judge me. They eat very good. Wet food every day. Look at CRM continuing to move down. 243.55 now. 243.55. PG moving up here. That was a good one. That was a good call. Take off 75% at 152.55. Okay? And add if it drops back down to this low right here. Bam. On the previous candle low. No. Don't do that. Never mind. See, it should reverse like right here. It should start pulling back up right now. Or at like 152.28 again. There it is right there. PG 152.30 right now. We hit 152.41. It's at a very pivotal area right now. Very pivotal area. Had struggled all day at this level. Right at the high, right where we just hit 152.40, we had early morning, just after open, we had a super strong, solid rejection, which took us down to 151.53. So, and we just blew past VWAP like it wasn't even there. Watch PG at this level. This is a very pivotal spot right here. Be prepared for some wild movements, guys. We got 8 minutes left on the U.S. markets. 8 minutes left. Yes. Yes, I got these are all this is a 65 inch, 55, 55, 65. So this is only 4 screens right here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more screens over here, not including my laptop. And then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got a lot of stuff going on. He trades for me. He watches what I'm watching, but he's also taking care of the positions and what I'm calling out to him. And this is for my own small monitoring and monitoring the live stream. So these are big TVs here. These are mainly for you guys, but also for me to quickly monitor and reference so I can tell what's going on. Yeah, thank you. Setup is I got lots of screens. I mean charts. I got over about 50 charts here. I got pivot points on my screen in case you're wondering. Pivot points, VWAP, RSI, and MACD. All standard stuff, nothing special. I look for patterns. Okay, look at this little cup and handle right here. Boop, cup and handle. Then we had an inverted cup and handle over here. I think it was on USO. See that? We went short over here at 77.40, and it's now at 77.02. You take that? Hold on a second. You at 77, right? Just take it. It's the end. Just take it. Just exit right now. I'll take that. Just exit that. $77.03. They got a penny on us. And we had an inverted head and shoulder. I'm sorry, inverted cup and handle right here. We had a double top. Almost looks like a slanted head and shoulder too on the 5 minute. Bang, bang, bang. That's very bearish as well. So we got 3 bearish patterns here in one. It's just USO continuing to move down now. $77. $77. Strong rejection from that R1 pivot at 77.45. All right, $76.99, $77 on USO. Look for a possible bounce here. We got the VWAP rising into the R1 pivot. Look for Microsoft to come down, retest that 510 area. But we got 5 minutes left, so I mean this could rip all the way down here and then go back up. There's really no calls right now. I mean, just flatten everything, and we're done. Just flatten it all. Good job, brother. Good job. Good job. IBM continuing to move lower now. IBM up 1.34%. 285.36 right now. Guys, it's going to get a little crazy here. It's less than three. We got about 3 minutes, 40 seconds left of the U.S. markets here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, like. Oh, thank you. Give me a heart and a rose. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you very much. So USO continuing to move lower. 76.98 now. We hit a low of 76.77. I'm sorry, 76.97 USO. Already down. Turning negative officially just now. 76.99. USO's flat. GLD continuing to head down. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this. 30.46.54 on GLD. Likely to come down here and continue, hit this pivot point. Microsoft 510.94 down 0.77%. QQQ still struggling to break above that 596.10 area. Current price 595.98. 596.02 might finally do it here. Might finally get the momentum. A lot of volume coming in right now on the QQQ. Look for a continuation to the upside. 596.13. Here we go. 596.14. This is going to be it. This might be it right here. This might be the oomph that QQQ needed to break above this level. It's really struggling here. Let's keep an eye on it. 596.14. QQQ up 0.43%. We got the SPY coming back up, retesting the R1 pivot, 661.83, 661.88. We got the Qs, 596.16. There it goes. It's starting to go now. We got AMD starting to turn up, 159.52. AMD volume starting to pump in. Look for a continuation bounce here. It is down 1.09%, but looking to take back some of that downside. PG's trying to rise here, 152.45. Look for it to come back up around 152.65. Nike, NKE rising here, nice and strong. Volume coming in, 69.20, 69.32 now, rising high. Rising high, it is up 0.12%. Finally turned positive on the day. We got NIO really starting to tear down. $7.04 down from $7.15. Right around the S1 pivot, and VWAPs rejected. Very solid, very strong. $7.03 now. $7.03 on NIO. Continuing to go down. $7.02. Continuing to move down. We got Johnson & Johnson just stuck at that R2 pivot, not moving. A lot of humongous, gigantic volume coming in. Oh, it's starting to show some rejection here. Watch Johnson & Johnson rejecting here, 179.80, 179.75, 179.68. J&J. A lot of volume coming in on PFE. We got 30 seconds left of the U.S. markets. PFE starting to turn back up. Gigantic volume coming in. Bounce off of VWAP, 23.75. We got HON fighting VWAP. Getting rejected here, 208.10. This is what I love here. This time of day right here. CVX bouncing nicely. We got nice volume coming in. Support 160.10. 160.10, it's trying to rise up to 160.35. And there it is. It's over. Bang. Ding, 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 ding. Beautiful day, guys. Beautiful day. If you guys got any questions, let me know. DM me. Make sure you follow. We'll be back here Monday. We're going to rock and roll, okay? We're going to keep going. I got some new ties I want to show you guys. Come here, Athena. Say goodbye to everybody. Athena says goodbye. We'll see you all Monday. Make sure you come on Monday. All right? Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for coming. Make sure you follow so you can see when we go live again. All right? I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful weekend. This is Scotty Tucker Jr. with 10X Charting, wishing you all good luck and happy trading. Take care.